Alright, welcome back. So it's time for the defense wrap-up for this week. As anyone who follows my Twitter may have seen, I had a late-night revelation between the first and second defenses here. After running into a few of the restore staff setups earlier this week, I realized that I could retrofit mine to be significantly more obnoxious by putting a restore staff on Camilla, so I did. It has been pretty successful, as you can see. It got 4 wins in a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a failure where I killed 2, another success, a failure with 1, and then an actual full failure up here. The full failure was some fortunate targeting on his part. I can't say for sure how much of it was planned, but at any rate, it's proven pretty effective, so I'm probably going to keep it going forward. But we'll go through and watch these. So this one was before the retrofit, so as you can see here, she's got the old martyr setup I had before, that I use mostly for PvE content. So this one is a fail, but I do get a kill in it, so take that, I guess. I forget exactly how it ends up playing out, though. Oh yeah. Larshi and one of her cheesy skills being one of the few things that can actually kill Altina. Really dislike Repel. It's an obnoxious skill. But enough of that. She immediately gets deleted by Bramamond, which is the one kill we got, but then Edelgard sweeps up the rest because there's nobody alive enough to do anything about her, due to the way her passives work and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure I just get cleaned up by Edelgard at this point, and then she gets dance, kills Bramamond, and then they're done? Yeah. And at that point, there's no threat left, really, because Edelgard is, Priscilla's grabbed, and they're just gonna commit suicide. But they didn't get my ether, so nuts to you. This one was the first one where I implemented the new and obnoxious restore flyer formation setup. Because, as you're going to see, this allows Camilla to do some really obnoxious movements to this square. And then Azura will have received the dance effect from Flower of Joy. Which means she can then move up to here and dance Camilla. So you'll see how that plays out in a moment here, because she leaves Altina in a square that looks safe, but actually isn't. Actually, that's not quite how I remember this playing out. Maybe it's this turn. Oh no, it's here, I think. Maybe. Oh, it's because Altina's not being debuffed to be restored. I forget how this ends up playing out in my favor then, but it's gonna happen. Oh right, she ignores Edelgard. That's what it is, I think. Or not? Oh no, it's Thracer that comes forward, that's what it was. From the Flower of Joy effect, let her jump all the way over to leapfrog and kill Rayson. And then they surrendered because they value their points enough to surrender on one lost unit. So this one we get 2. Pretty sure this is a case of where she comes forward to kill Julia. And indeed it is. Surprise, Camilla. And then she hits the heavy trap, I think. Oh no. Okay. It does that. I should stop guessing what they do, because I watched some of these already and I can't remember exactly the way they pan out. And now they just put Altina into Vantage and realize they're screwed. Ult Tower. So next one we had 4 foes defeated. And this one I particularly enjoyed because I'm pretty sure Leon gets ignored entirely. Yep. Pretty much the same thing I had last time. It's like, oh, you put your counter there, that Leon who is specifically meant to deal with my Camilla, and she just ignored you and completely went to a different part of the map to kill somebody. Damn shame, isn't it? And with that, Altina also puts herself in vantage range. Hector does take her out, but that's okay. We've already done enough damage. Another case of him trying to bait Camilla and being ignored. And at this point, he's down to only 2. Takes one more death here. I forget from who. Pretty sure Thracer kills Hector. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, right, I forgot about the Brave Hector Refine. The stupid Maltite Refine that prevents being doubled and ultimately neutralizes penalties. I don't know why they decided to make that unit relevant again. He's already got enough versions that are good. Well, actually, I guess that's not true, because Legendary Hector's not really relevant anymore. Got power creeped by the Edelgard era. And at this point, you're down to just one guy, and Camilla has Miracle, and you're on the last turn, so you lose. Next up, 3 defeated here. I'm pretty sure this is a case of Bike being ignored. So you can see ye old Bamboozle in action. Brave Ike just sits there and goes, man, that was my job to deal with you, and you ignored me. How could you do this? And Dimitri, very unfortunately for this person, got bamboozled by the heavy trap. Because he was supposed to deal with Altina, and now he has very much not dealt with Altina. And the surrender. This one I do lose, but I take down 2 in the process, so it's only a lift loss of 30. Now, that time Camilla couldn't pull off the setup we saw in the previous ones, because Azura was not able to dance her due to the isolation inflicted by Bridal Fjorm. But it did not stop Thracer from coming forward and deleting Brave Ike for us. And that is enough to take out Altina, as Brave Lysithea is a good unit. But we're going to get one more kill here, I believe, from Priscilla being danced. And they decided that 2 casualties were acceptable and went to finish me off anyway. I don't remember if they managed to get my ether or not. They did not. So take your hollow victory, sir. And this one, I'm pretty sure they just got full bamboozled. Tried to go in, didn't work out, or they get Camillaed. Yeah, El Clasico. Welcome to the Slam Jam, sir. Hello, it's Altina, your friend. And by that I mean your foe, who you will defeat, but at what cost? The cost of getting finished off by Priscilla. I'm very happy with how much work Priscilla does, considering she's just a feather plus 10 merge project. She's one of my favorite characters from FE7, along with my Heath that I use mainly for PvE content. Tracer comes forward and does her job, and then we're down to just the one, and round over. This one we get one kill. I forget on whom. We have the heal back up. Isolation is inflicted on Azura, so we don't get the turn 1 bamboozle. But the turn 2 bamboozle, I think, partially happens, since Azura is no longer isolated. Which I believe gets the kill on Racing or Altina. Oh, or not. How is that the case? I don't know. Whatever. Either way, they tried a thing. This is not going to work out for them. We have a lot of healing. And Tracer. I wish that Azura would behave a little more intelligently and not attack things more often. And I could achieve some of that by taking away her prayer wheel, but I genuinely like the buffing effects it gives, and I'd rather her not be a defenseless unit in a last-ditch situation if it came down to it, so I don't ultimately end up doing that. Honestly, that one we could have won if the healers had just attacked and debuffed Altina instead of casting Restore on each other to get rid of the debuffs. But we chalked that up to questionable AI, I suppose. Once again, they do not get me Ether, though. And then finally, this is the one where I think it's Edelgard that just kind of stonewalls everybody. Yeah, and we got the downtown Camilla engage, but it's not enough to kill her, and then the positioning is now different. Because now I'm in a position where people start getting picked off one at a time. There goes Altina. Edelgard takes out Camilla, and then just Tracer left. And that's that. So Edelgard put up a very valiant defense that prevented me getting through and actually doing anything there. And that's the defense wrap-up for the week. So we land in Tier 25. 99 points away from Tier 26, but sometimes it'd be like that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in Week 3.